How about now? Wait, let me see. Now can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. See, I don't know why it does that, but it likes to play games with me when I first come on here, I don't know why. But gotta make it work, gotta make it work. So yeah, I pressed 5:30 and I didn't mean to press 5:30. It was supposed to be 6:30, and when I see it, I'm like, oh no. Did I just read the comment I think I read? Guys, I think one of our friends has. I hope she wasn't talking to me. So I'm gonna quickly check my comments real quick while we get some people in the building. I do want to talk about Maya MILLETE, and I feel really, really bad that I have not talked about her at all. Just for the simple fact that I am in the same city as her. Not just the state. I mean, they call it Chula Vista, and that's another city, but literally, it takes probably 7-10 minutes to get there. So I really feel bad that I have not brought attention to this case. And it bugs me a lot. And I don't even know if you guys really know about Maya MILLETE, but she was very athletic, would go on quads, would go jeeping, just outdoorsy. And all of a sudden, like all the rest of them, she just missing. So that's why I feel like I have to at least say something about her. And I want to put a video together. I mean, just honoring her. And I don't want to say it like that, like she's not living. There's no proof that she's not living. She was in a stressful situation before she vanished. So it could really be anything, but I don't see a loving mother like her doing that. Just leaving her kids and nowhere to be found. So, I mean, there's a lot to this story that just makes me scream because I'm like, you guys can totally see who you guys need to question. Last person that seen her claims, I didn't see her. I heard her in the house. But that doesn't make sense to me at all. So, have any of you guys heard of Maya MILLETE? I'm actually going to show you a picture of her. If you've seen my little, I don't know what to call those, my little short clippets when I'm going to come on, you would have seen her picture. But I'm going to show you a picture of her. She's very gorgeous. And I mean, it kills me because I like to go hiking and go to the lakes, the trails, and every outdoors spot like that, there are tons of these flyers. I mean, her sister, I believe her name is Mary Chris, and her husband are on it. I mean, since day one. And so anywhere I go, I see these flyers. Can you guys see it? These flyers of her. Her name is Maya MILLETE, but her family and close ones call her May. I really don't know how to deal with this case because there's so much information pointing to one person only, yet still there's not enough to press the line. And I honestly feel like the police department that is handling it is not suitable for this type of missing person at all. I feel like they should, if not fully turn it over to San Diego PD, at least bring them in on it, because it's just too big. I mean, Chula Vista's a very, very small city within, San Diego. And I just feel like they got too much cut out for them. And it's just, I don't know how to put it, but I don't want to say they can't do their job and they're not capable of doing their job. I just feel like it's a bigger task than they're used to, if I could say that. So I did want to, I don't want to mess with that one. So how are you guys doing today? I mean, what's today? Wednesday. Turn up. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday. I went to Taco Tuesdays. I don't know. Does everywhere do Taco Tuesdays? Or is that just like a California thing? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I'm going to pull this up while I'm waiting for you lovelies to jump in the building. And we can talk. So let's see. I know this is random. I'm just jumping on today. Didn't say anything about it yesterday. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. But sometimes we just need to, chat about things. And I've been seeing a lot of news clips about her lately on the news. And I'm like, that sucks. Like, I'm right here. Why am I not saying anything? Like, I could literally drive to the house she was last in. Like, get on the freeway, drive there, and go to her house. That's like right in my backyard. Just like Max. He's Chula Vista as well. So, yeah, I just feel like I have to say something and at least put her on this baby little platform I have, because someone may notice something, They may be like, hey, I have seen her, or I did see something a little sketchy then. Her last day seen, like, by anyone other than her husband was on January 7th. Yeah, January 7th. And that's right after their, like, New Year's, like, they went on, like, some type of trip with, like, the family, the kids, and everybody. And everyone said, like, there was some tension between her and her husband at this family event. But I believe even before this, she was already, kind of fed up, because he was kind of like controlling, And it's like, you guys have kids together. They both had great careers. I just don't see why he was like pressing her so hard, because at her job, guys, at her job, he went so far as to allegedly, anything I'm saying, since I'm not right there in the investigation, I'm just going to say allegedly, but this is what is out there. He's assuming that before all of that, hold on. He tells her either she needs to switch shifts, or the guy, or one of the guys that he feels like she's dealing with, needs to switch shifts, because he's not having it. He doesn't want them to be to work at the same time. Not at all. Controlling. Oh, you guys like my Starbucks cup? Like, it comes with like so many colors. I don't know, am I holding this right? I don't know. Hey guys, guess what I had today? And it's not even October. I had a pumpkin spice Frappuccino from Starbucks. I hate when those are like not out anymore. But hey Shay, how you doing? You in the building? Yeah, I know this is a random pop-up, but like I said, I feel like I need to speak about this case, rather whether, sorry, people catch the replay or they hop in at some point. I just feel like I need to talk about it. So, like I was saying, so he goes, he tells her boss this, guys. He tells her boss, like, you need to separate those two. I don't like it. I'm not having it. You come to my job. Mind you, guys, she works somewhere dealing like with like the military. And he has the nerve to go tell her boss, yo, them two, I don't want them working together. I'm trying to remember what he does without looking at anything. I'm trying to remember. Because we'll get to all that. He does something. He's very, very successful. They have a beautiful house, like gorgeous. And that's one of his stories. He's seen her the day before. You know, they're sleeping in different bedrooms, is what he's saying. And, you know, they have kids, so he hears her come in. He's in the bedroom with the children. He hears her come in and he hears her downstairs making something to eat, but he doesn't go check. He doesn't notice anything. When he wakes up in the morning, the door that she was supposedly the room she was supposedly sleeping in was locked. So he's like, oh, well, you know, guess she doesn't want any company. She doesn't want to talk to me, you know. So then her brother pulls up because, I mean, her sisters, everyone's calling Maya's phone, calling her phone, blowing up her phone. And no answer, no nothing. So her brother goes over there. Hey, is May here? Oh yeah, she's upstairs. Just like that. Just like that. She's upstairs. So the brother goes upstairs, and I don't know if he knew that they were sleeping in different rooms, but he eventually points him to the, oh, she's in the guest room. So he goes, he's knocking, and he's like, hey, like, where's my sister? Larry is his name. The husband's name is Larry. Larry goes, I mean, I don't know. I guess she's going through something. Like, she hasn't been answering the door. I haven't heard her since last night when she was downstairs making something to eat. So the brother, May, Maya, no answer. She's probably sleeping. Okay, so the brother leaves. And, oh yeah, I was trying to look for something. And the brother leaves, right? So I guess he phones their parents and is like, I went over there to check on her. Larry's, being a little bit strange, but, he said she was in the room cooling off or sleep or something like that. So Larry is just going on about his day, There's so many details to this, like, I don't even want to get it in the wrong order. Hold on. Let me, because there's so many little pieces. And I'm going to play some audio for you guys. And you guys tell me if you hear what I heard. Because you guys just wait. I want you guys to tell me if you hear the same thing I'm hearing. And if you do, it's very sinister. Not cool. So, the disappearance of Maya MILLETE, and the search for her. Okay, so like I said, January 7th, 2021, she goes missing. So this says, according to Chula Vista Police, Maya, age 39, was last seen by her family at her home on Paso Los Gatos around 5 p.m. on January 7th. January 7th. This was 2 days before the family was supposed to set travel on a planned trip to Big Bear for her daughter's birthday. Maya has 3 children, ages 4, 9, and 11. And from my recollection, it was going to be the 11-year-old's birthday. So her and her family, not just her kids, husband, not just that immediate family, but her and all of her family planned to take this trip to Big Bear. 2 days before, no one can hear from her. Her sisters are calling her like, hey, wanting to get the last gist of what's the plan? What are we going to do? We need to know what time I'm leaving. They're blowing her phone up. Hey, Bree Love, thanks for joining me. I'm talking about Maya MILLETE. And if you haven't heard of her, she's been on multiple shows. She was on Dr. Phil. She's been on, I don't want to say it wrong, but there's the Interview Room, and then there's Mike King. I believe it was Mike King. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But she's been on a lot of different, the sister, Mary Chris, has been on a lot of different shows trying to find her sister. Because she's like, no matter how mad she was not just going to leave her children and run off, especially 2 days before this planned trip to Big Bear for her daughter's birthday. So it says, investigators said Maya has not answered phone calls or text messages since January 7th. And I believe here's a little clip-it. I'm going to show clip-its in between me reading the timeline so you guys can follow along for those that don't know the story. This is going to be a clip-it from her 40th birthday. So let me show it to you guys. Let me see if I can make it big without it super turned. Is constant knee pain. Look. Let's not put you guys through that. The commercials. Okay, so it made it big for me. And let's see. Let's wait for this commercial to end so you guys don't have to hear it. Oh, wow. That was way off. Where was I going with that? Wait. What did you just do? Why did you do that? Now, why would you do that? Why would that do that? Hold on. Oh, it wants to make me watch this commercial. Okay, we'll watch it, Chart. We'll watch it. Play. Okay, so.
A mother of 3 has been missing. Maya MILLETE will turn 40 this weekend, and even though she had big plans for that day, Maya is nowhere to be found.
NBC7's Allison Ash has more on the family's frustration and what a private investigator has to say about new developments in the case.
Well, this is one of the dozens of areas that friends and family members have searched looking for any sign of Maya MILLETE. Well, last week, Chula Vista police said they are now using the efforts of the FBI and NCIS to help them in their investigation.
See it? I don't know.
But family members say that's been the case all along. 8 shots fired in just over a minute. The sound was recorded by the surveillance camera of a neighbor of Maya and Larry MILLETE on the night she disappeared. Chula Vista police now say they're looking into the apparent gunfire. But that's all they're saying to solve what they still call a missing case.
We just have to know the truth,
That's her sister and her sister's husband.
The truth will come out soon.
Maya's sister and brother-in-law have worked tirelessly to try to find the mother of 3, who they say would never leave her 3 children. They claim Chula Vista police are keeping them at arm's length, not telling them much. So they rely on lawyer and former Navy investigator Billy Little, who offered an explanation of why the police may need the help of NCIS to crack the case. Maya was a civilian, but she worked on base.
Can you look at the records on when Larry was on base? Can you give us help us with the video? Help us with the barcode scanners where they come in to the base? Also, can you help us interview co-workers of Maya, co-workers of Larry?
Chula Vista police say Larry MILLETE is not a suspect in this case, but he has stopped cooperating with police. Little says there are a lot of questions he feels Larry may have to answer to. But when Maya disappeared, Larry MILLETE claimed he knew nothing.
It's a search for the truth. It's not a search to hurt Larry and his relatives. This is a search to find out what happened and bring peace to the family and justice to the family.
Larry MILLETE told NBC7 he had nothing to do with his wife's disappearance. Chula Vista PD say they are not going to talk about the case until their next scheduled update, and that's May 5th. Allison Ash, NBC7.
And when introducing this story, you'll remember I said that it is Maya's birthday, her 40th, coming up this Saturday. There will be a celebration on Fiesta Island from 1 until 5. After that, a prayer walk in her honor.
So, they showed a picture of her. She's so pretty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, athletic, driven. I mean, she had an amazing body for 3 kids, very active. She just seems like such a sweet person. And I think she just wanted to live her life to the fullest. Yeah, you have kids, but I mean, he wouldn't even like when she would have like girl days out, like jeeping with her friends. He didn't want to come along, but he still didn't want her to go. That's controlling. That's controlling. If you don't want to go, this is my hobby. I love it, but you're going to try to take it away from me. And that was just her. She was nature friendly. So, let me see. So then, on January 9th, 2021, wait a minute. We're not going to act like we just didn't hear what I just heard and not address it. Did you guys hear what I heard on the tape? This was captured by a nearby surveillance system. What did you guys hear? Or did you guys not catch it? You knew, Bree Love, anybody else in the building? What did you guys hear when they said that? Yes, you knew. And I mean, it's not like she was like going clubbing and things like that. We'll get to that when that little tiff of that comes in. She was more like like I said, let's go on a hike, let's go camping, let's anything adventurous and just in nature, not cooped up in the house is what she loved. Okay, Bree Love, you didn't catch it? Let's continue. You guys are gonna catch what I heard and what I heard from the beginning. And then as days went on, this is in the very beginning of the case, because I live out here, so I heard about it. And I was like, did you hear that? But everybody was like, no, what are you talking about? Because I have another friend that like looks at true crime with me. And I'm like, you don't hear that. But at the time, there was no video enhancement, nothing. Audio enhancement, I'm sorry. And then like a week maybe later, a couple days later, the news comes on and they enhance that part of the video. And I'm like, I told you. I knew I heard that. So on January 9th, 2021, at 11:18 p.m., Maya's sister, Mary Chris, the sister that I just showed you sitting next to her husband, called Chula Vista police to report to report her sister as missing. So she's last seen on the 7th, 8th, 9th is when Mary Chris goes ahead and she reports her sister missing because she knows this is not her. Her daughter's birthday plans gone, nothing. She didn't say anything about it. She didn't say we're going to cancel. or I'm going to meet you guys up there. Nothing, just silence. So Eunice says her husband's name is Larry, right? Yeah, it's Larry MILLETE. Some of them say MILLETE, but I hear her family saying MILLETE, so I say MILLETE. I don't know. So then that's the 9th. On January 10th, 2021, Chula Vista PD Lieutenant Myron Fox confirmed police officers arrived at Maya's house along the 24th block of Paso Los Gatos in Chula Vista at around 1 a.m. in the morning. January 10th, here I go again with my tongue. Okay, at 1 a.m. on January 10th to investigate the report of Maya's disappearance. So Lieutenant Fox goes over there bright and early in the morning and is like, hey, I need to check this out. Where's Maya? It was at this point that the investigator learned that Maya had vanished 3 days prior. 3 days prior. The search for the missing mom from that point, from January 10th, began after that. Because he's like, you didn't even report her? Husband didn't even report her missing. Even though he says, I mean, this is not normally what she would do, but you know, she goes out and she'll come home late in the morning hours. That you don't report your wife missing. All right. So family and friends said Maya's car was still at her home, but phone calls went straight to voicemail after her disappearance. And I'm telling you guys, she loved to go jeeping. She had a Jeep of her own. You see her in pictures, she's posing all on her Jeep. She loved that Jeep. But Maya's missing and her Jeep is there. Something's fishy. No. For the next 2 weeks, Maya's family and the community and the police search for her. I mean, they're going to trails where they live at. There's a lot of little back trails and little mini trails. And there's a trail I actually go on that she frequents. That's where I would see all the posters. I mean, everywhere. And him knowing that this was one of her hobbies and all of her friends. Look, I'm not saying the man is guilty. Let's put that out there. I'm not saying he did anything. But it's very convenient that you use that of something she probably did, and that's what she was doing. Right. Okay. Investigators describe Maya as 5'2", 105 pounds, with brown hair, brown eyes, and freckles. Like she had a little bit of like freckles right here, like the adorable cute ones. Her family said she had a tattoo on her wrist, and you guys will see that in a second. I believe she had a couple of tattoos. So I'm going to show you a little map of what I mean of where they live. I mean, it's not going to really help you if I show the map because you guys don't live out here. But I'm going to show you. I'll just show you if you guys would want to go do some Google searching and see exactly where. Okay, so she lives obviously at that spot, and it's kind of like a cul-de-sac area, but they live on like almost that corner house. So in back of there, when I was looking at news clips, in back of her house is kind of like trees and stuff like that, and I don't know, like just like brush area, but nothing to where like they couldn't find her. But over there, there's so many, like I said, back trails. You see Mother Miguel Mountain right here is literally right by her house. And so they start searching all the trails. I mean, maybe she they know that she didn't drive her Jeep out there. So I see that you guys are not seeing it that clear. I can't wait till I get everything set up so I can just plop it on the screen and you guys can see it rather than me holding this up. Very irritating, but work with me. So, I mean, there's so many places she could have went, but they're like, she definitely didn't go jeeping. She's never just not answering her phone at all. Where is she? So, here's another clip that I'm going to show you. Hey, News and Shenanigans. How are you, boo? And we got Etta Beat in the building. Hello, hello. So I'm going to show you guys another clip it. I know it sucks because you guys can see my light really, really bad, huh? Like glare on my glasses and on the screen. I don't know what I can do about that. Because if I turn this down, I don't know if you guys will be able to see at all. So let me start it first off. Do you guys want to actually see it, or you guys are comfortable with just hearing it? You guys let me know. Because there's a couple of different videos. But if you guys just rather hear it, that's cool. I'm going to put the links of the news channels in the description box so you guys will be able to look at it that way. If you guys want to look at it, I'll still show you guys. Just let me know. So right now, since you guys didn't say yes or no, because it's going to take a time for me to catch up to the actual stream, I'm going to show you guys this one. And then after that, if you guys want me to if you guys want me to continue to show it, even though the ring light is there, press 1. If you guys are saying, nah, it's cool, press 2. Either way, I'm good. So, hold on, let's play this. Are you going to play it from your what? Come on, little guy. That's my foot. No, that's not it. Why is it not coming up? Bear with me because I just clicked the commercials. It doesn't show up in 2.3 seconds. I'm just going to continue reading. Because most of the news that came out was pretty much all the same because there's really no developments in this case. There are some like little things, little tad bits that they're finding out, but nothing like to show any foul play on Larry's part, on any just random person. There's nothing there. Why is it not playing? Uh-oh, I shouldn't have did that. I'm going to just continue to read it, and then I'll just show you guys news clips after, so we can already go down the timeline. Okay, so that was, what day were we talking about then? That was on the 10th, right? Let me see. Yeah, that was on the 10th. So then, on January 23rd, they finally get the search warrant, okay? Because Larry was just like, it's my house. I don't care what you guys want to do. It's my house, so go get what you guys need. So on January 23rd, 2021, that's when the search warrant was issued. Chula Vista PD, the same lieutenant, Myra Fox, said the investigators had served a search warrant at Maya's home. Searchers were looking to obtain any evidence and clues to her current whereabouts. And after I'm done reading this, we have to touch on the private investigator that was so slick and whatever he did, but he got some good information as well. Okay, so to her current whereabouts. The Chula Vista Police Department focus will continue to be on locating Maya safe and in good health, Fox said. Police said Maya's family had to be Fox said Maya's family had been and continue to cooperate in the search for the missing woman. So her family's just like, check our phones, check our emails, come look in our house, come, whatever you need to do. But Larry's side is just like, hey, y'all gotta figure it out. So that's why they're doing all of this, it's taking so long because there's no cooperation. Now, if your wife went missing, you are going to be like, go ahead, search anything you can, look through her car, look through my car, ping her phone, do whatever you can to find my wife. That's not what Larry's doing, though. He's not doing that. And even Mary Chris, the sister, is like, what's going on? Like, you won't let us see the children, nothing. Her husband is like, yeah, he been acting weird. Like, they don't know what's going on and why he would be so distant if she just ran off or if he had nothing to do with it. Let's see. News and Shenanigans says, too, we're comfortable just hearing it. Awesome. Let's see. Unusec either is fine. You can just play the audio. Releve said, oh, all right. Okay. So, her sister, Mary Chris, this is quotes from her. It says, we feel so helpless and also so desperate for answers. I mean, look, this family is amazing because even though I know deep down in their heart they have their suspicions, they have constantly reached out to Larry. Constantly. We're not going to, in the beginning, very, very beginning, we're not going to blame him. We have no reason to blame him. We want to see the kids. We want to make sure they're okay. They were very open arms. But from jump, he was so standoffish. He couldn't understand it. So that only leads one mind to one thing, correct? I mean, if you guys have been a family, you guys do so much things together. They had a nice big family, always doing things together, and now they can't see their cousins, they can't see their aunt and uncle, like nothing. So, Mary Chris says detectives told her that her sister's husband, Larry MILLETE, had retained a lawyer and was no longer cooperating with the investigation. And this is after he spoke with, to the best of my knowledge, at that time, he spoke with, I think, 2 news stations, like giving his account of what happened. And so this is at this point where he's like, no, I'm not going to say anything. Fox, this is a lieutenant, Fox would later confirm this too. Police have never named Larry as a suspect in the disappearance of his wife. Mary Chris told NBC7 Larry was the last person to see her sister. In recent weeks, Mary Chris said he has been distancing himself from his wife's side of the family. We can't imagine him doing anything to hurt our sister, says Mary Chris. You see what I'm saying? They're like, no, he could have never did this. He could have never did this. UNews says, yes, like he's guilty. But they're not blaming him. They are just like, what happened? Like, let's look for her. What's going on? They want to know. He just doesn't care. And I mean, if you see how this man acts and conducts himself, it's like reminds me of Chris Watts. That's what it reminds me of. Just like no care in the world. So, Mary Chris also says the situation has been hard on everyone. So here's a picture. Oh yeah. Maya loved to play music. She loved to play music. This is a picture of her. I know you guys said you guys didn't need to see it, but it's a picture of her. And she loved to play music. I believe somewhere, if my memory is correct, I believe she has musical notes somewhere on her shoulder or something like that. We'll get some more pictures. Let me see if this one will play. Commercial, of course. Hey. So I'll talk while the commercial is on. But yeah, I believe in her pictures, when she would wear strappies like me, I believe she has musical notes. She was very talented. I mean, she had her legs that were very toned. Her body was just really shaped. And I know it's from, all the outdoorsy stuff that she did. Very outgoing. And she wanted her children to be the same way. And Larry was just he didn't feel like doing none of that. So here goes the, if it wants to play loud, I'll let it.
The husband of a missing Chula Vista woman is no longer cooperating with police, while the woman's sister says he would never hurt her.
Maya Millette's sister told NBC7's Allison Ash that she considers Larry Millette a brother and not a suspect.
Posters of Maya Millette like this one are all over Chula Vista, but the mother of 3 is nowhere to be found. Her sister told me today her family is ready to deal with whatever happens next.
No matter how you prepare yourself, it's still gonna hit you.
Mary Chris Droulet hopes for the best and braces for the worst now that her sister Maya Millette has been missing for a month. She described Maya as beautiful inside and out, an amazing, outgoing person, but one who didn't have a perfect marriage. It had been rocky lately, and the day Maya disappeared, she and her husband of 21 years, Larry, fought.
It's been heavy on us for him. Not even his family offered any support in finding my sister.
No help in the search, and now this from Chula Vista Police.
They informed me that Larry retained a lawyer and that he haven't been cooperative with the investigation.
Add to that another troubling event, the discovery of deteriorating human remains on a hiking trail in Santee.
It sounds like it was way too long than just the 4 weeks that my sister has been missing.
Investigators say they don't believe the remains are Maya's either, but the medical examiner is checking to make sure. All Mary Chris Droulet knows is she plans to stay positive and do everything she can to bring Maya home.
We still remain hopeful. We still remain hope.
Things she can to bring Maya home.
We still remain hopeful. We still remain hope.
It's thinking. But that's basically what this one says. So you can just go ahead and pause that. So yeah, it's at the end. That's why it's doing that. So that was, we said February 4th. So now we're February 5th. So you guys heard they found a body in Santee. That's a little bit of distance from Chula Vista. Not a great distance, but there are a lot of trails in Santee. And that area is known for, like, I don't want to say like that, but it's known for, like, there's Confederate flags everywhere. So things can happen if you kind of get my drift. But not even just that. Like, it's very, like, desolate out there. Like, like, the homes are not as close together. People have, like, great land. And she's a very petite girl. I mean, just going running and hiking on your own, there's a lot of things that can happen. I like to do my hiking in, like, the areas she does in the daytime and when there's people on the trail, because it's just not okay. Because to be such a petite woman, there's people out there that just sometimes are like people are just like sitting on like a random rock, like there'll just be like a boulder there, and they're not drinking any water, not looking like they're enjoying the scene, not like taking a snack break, but just looking very creepish. And it's like, you don't want to have on headphones. If you do, like, one, that's it, not super loud. You want to be able to hear footsteps behind you if you can. Like, make sure you can see the people in front of you and in back of you, like, at all times. Like, that's kind of how it is to me. So on February 5th, Chula Vista Police and Maya's family held a media briefing on the 5th of February and made emotional pleas to the public to keep the search going and to help bring missing mom home. Between the sobs, Mary Chris, why am I, and I was saying it right. Between the sobs, Mary Chris spoke about the family's mission to find Maya. I am pleading, anyone out there, please, anybody, somewhere, somehow, Might you know where my sister whereabouts is? Said Mary Chris. Please bring her home. Her kids, they need their mom. Please help us find my sister. Anyone out there, if you have any information at all, please help us find my sister. And from the bottom of our hearts, please, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And just watching this when it first came out, like, I was tearing up. I was like, oh my God. The way she goes hard for her sister from day one is like, whoa. Like, from day one, she knew something wasn't right. She was searching for her sister, shirts made. She's reaching out to everybody. She was calling them everything. Even when they were kind of trying to let the case kind of die down, she was like, oh, no, no, no. Dr. Phil, she made sure that she's like, I feel like my sister's story is being lost. And this is one sister anybody would want to have in this situation. And husband, he's right next to her every interview, comforting her, explaining when she can't explain, when she's breaking down. He's her rock. Like, guys, this sister, hands down, like, great. Let's see. News says nonchalant. Yeah, very nonchalant. I mean, to the point where it's kind of like disrespectful nonchalant. Like, you don't feel you have to answer my phone calls no more. You were in my house partying with my family not that long ago. Like, they were together for some years. Like, years. So all of a sudden, that to this 180, something's not right here. So from that, there's another news clip I'm gonna let you guys hear. I knew they were gonna throw us. I knew they were gonna throw us a commercial.
Take your family to a place where everyone can get what they want.
Yes, I always forget this because I be trying to get to the point, y'all. But please, if you have not done already, I don't want to. No, stop playing. If you haven't done it already, please hit that thumbs up. All right. I mean, it's going to help me in the long run. So can you guys just please, I don't know why. It's just not working right. My voice is, can you guys please go out real quick, hit that thumbs up. And if you do not have that notification bell on, that means you're not subscribed. So please go and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you guys got to love me. I mean, I'm just trying here, right? All right. All right. So we're going to get to this news clip because it's time. And the commercial's over. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure you guys can hear it. I also want to thank Chit police officer Kennedy and her entire team working very hard for my sister May, finding her. And in the community, the public, we do thank you from the bottom of our hearts, helping us finding my sister. I'm sorry.
Our main goal has always been to find May. Now to protect the kids. We couldn't do this without the community support, the police support.
Sorry,
so just like my wife said, thank you so much. I know we could never repay what you guys have done for us in this tragic time. But our goal today is just to motivate the community to keep pushing forward, to find those answers, to find May, and to continue the spotlight on this case, to let the community, we're not going to give up until we get May back home, to find May, get answers to the case, and just to show the support. And you guys are amazing. The community is amazing. I consider all you guys family. You guys are out here. So thank you.
And I'm pleading, anyone out there, please, anybody, somewhere, somehow,
might know where my sister whereabouts is. Please bring her home. We need our sister. Her kids, they need their mom. Please help us find my sister. Anyone out there, if you have any information at all, please help us find my sister. And from the bottom of our hearts, please, we thank you, and we thank you.
God bless. Thank you, guys.
Y'all, like, living in California and like seeing this woman on the news so often, like still to this day, she has not stopped. She's like, no, I want an answer either way. I need an answer. And just to see how she breaks down, I mean, there's videos of her and her sister, like they were close. They almost look like twins, yo. Like, it's just, if he did do something, the way he's going about this and the way he's moving, something ain't right up there. But he does have a background. He does have a background. So, we will also get to that as well. I mean, there's a lot that came out in this case. It's weird because there's a lot that has come out from this case, but it's still like there's no answers. So you're getting a lot of information, but it's like, okay, but we still have no answers. Okay, well, we're getting this information, but there's still no answers. It's frustrating, and I can see how she's very frustrated because all she does is camp for her sister every day. And for him to just, ugh. So it says, please bring her home. Her kids, this is a quote that it says right there. Please bring her home. Her kids, they need her mom. And that's from Mary Chris. So we're going to continue on to that. Chula Vista Police Department Chief Roxanne Kennedy said detectives were working around the clock on Maya's case and that details could not be shared so as not to compromise the investigation. The chief also said that Maya Milliete's case had hit a nerve within the department. Now I'm telling you guys, this is not a big police department. So if you guys are familiar with the Classic and Sincere or an Orson's case, I'm going to give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So there's the Bakersfield Police Department, which in this area would be considered, if we're trying to do a comparison here, the San Diego Police Department. Then there's the Cal City Police Department, and that would be the Chula Vista Police Department. So to me, there's just not that much manpower out there to handle something like this. Yeah, they can do petty thefts. I mean, like, just little stuff. DV, someone stole a car, someone stole out of a store, things like that. But something this serious, I do believe, and I don't know if they're trying to prove themselves like we can handle this, and they may have a lot and they're just holding it out, but it just seems like they need some backup on this. Could be wrong, but that's just what I see. Okay, so it goes on to say, let me look at the comments. Yunu says, easy to do something to someone without people seeing. And I believe she's referring to when I was talking about the trails. Yes, it very well is. Oh my God. Real quick story. So I'm at one of the lakes out here and I'm walking and there's more trails to where like you could walk the center and then there's like you could go up and like do like the more harsh terrain, or you can go down and do like hills. I decided to do hills because I was trying to like work my legs. Nobody was down there at the time that I went down there. My luck. There's this man down there and he's just sitting. There's no way for me to just like run real quick because it's such like a steep hill going down and a steep hill coming up. So, So I get to the bottom because you can't really see him because there's like brush and like trees right there. And he's just sitting there like sharpening a knife. And I'm just like, yo, and I'm with my son. I just grabbed my son and I just started giving him like the messed upest look ever. Like, yo, you say something to me. I didn't know what else to do. I was just like, I just have to make him look like I'm not afraid. You know, like I was so scared though, like almost like, but I knew I had my son there and hey, it was going to have to go. Either way it was going to have to go because my little man is my life. So I gave him the look like, look, you better not even try me. And he kind of like looked at me. He was like staring at me the whole time. But I kind of like, as I was walking past him, I was kind of still looking over my shoulder. And my son is so, he don't care who it is. He's like, Mom, loud, like loud. Why he's just sitting there in the ground on the tree? And I was just like, come on, boy, let's just go. But I'm like still trying to like keep my composure, like don't say nothing to me, like because he was even like saying like hi like that, and I just stared at him like I'm not gonna say hi to you, like I'm not gonna give you that friendly okay to invite you in. No. I got myself so up that hill faster than I ever got up that. I mean, no, was scared, just like nah, I'm not doing this right now. Brelev says so sad. Yunu says I'm glad you guys are okay. Yeah, I was like, ever since then I didn't go. I always have like something on my person because I just don't want to be caught like that. Back to Maya though. There's quotes. It says, I want you to know that I am her mother. Said an emotional Kennedy. Wait, hold on, am I missing something? Hold on. I want you to know that I am a mother. And in an emotional voice is what they're saying. They're trying to let you visualize what they're doing. My children are my world. And I know that Maya's children meant everything to her. And I want you to know, I want you to hear that Maya missed her daughter's birthday. That hits home with my family and with my officers and our detectives. Here at this department, here at this department, that there are all also parents as well. It also goes down to say, also on this day, right after the briefing, Maya's family held a Find Maya rally in Chula Vista. The group wanted to make sure that there was no lag in the investigation and to keep their investigation high on the case. Mary Chris said her sister and her husband Larry had been having marital issues, but nothing more than ups and downs experienced by most couples. They break up, or they have arguments and they try. I'm trying to say it in the same, way as it. So don't make it seem like, I'm trying to say it as, um, they break up, or, they have arguments and they try to reconcile for the sake of the children, said Mary Chris. Now we go on to February 7th, 2021. Maya's family spoke in depth on NBC7 about their heartache and ongoing search for missing mom. It's unthinkable, said Maya's brother-in-law, Richard. Richard is Mary Chris's husband. It is agonizing. Every day it's just a terrible feeling. Richard, he's a down one. He's there the whole time. Like, it's so nice. Okay, there's another video that you guys can listen to. Commercial. I keep forgetting there's a commercial before. Let's silence that. Unu says, so they did have marital issues? Yes, they did. Like in the beginning, how I was telling you, I just don't want to miss this. Let me go ahead and pause it when it's supposed to be paused. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. All right. yes, they did have marital issues. Like I said, it hasn't came in there yet, but the next day after this happened, she was going to meet with, I'm not giving y'all the story, but the next day she was going to meet with a divorce attorney. But like I said, at the event with the kids and all of that, the 2 days prior to her going missing, they were having trouble then. Oh, they didn't say it in here, but one of the things that happened at that trip, she loves her Jeep, okay? They get into it. He hops in her Jeep and goes off doing whatever for hours. Just knowing that she wanted her Jeep and that was her baby, he just went off in her Jeep at the little site that they were at and just left in her Jeep, gone. She didn't know anything, nothing, like just because they got into it. And it wasn't even like a huge argument like that. It just seems like, Larry, don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. But it just seems like he was doing it just to spite her, like just to ruffle her feathers. But yeah. So she was done. Says you knew. Hey, why else would you go to a defense? I mean, not a defense. Oh, I'm sorry. Why else would you go to a divorce attorney? Why else? Done. You're going to my job, telling my boss I can't work with this certain person. Oh, I didn't even say this part. Then you go post posters around my job about the situation. Come on, y'all. Like, that's doing way too much. And he has no concrete proof that this woman is cheating on him. No proof. It's just in his mind. And we'll get some more stuff. If they don't say it in this, I'll tell you the other stuff that they're not talking about, because he had something else going on in his head. And I don't know if they're going to say it in this timeline, but if they don't, I will fill you guys in, because he had a little shrine going on with pictures of them. Guys, it gets deep, like scary deep. I could see why she was like, I'm staying in this other room and locking the door. So you guys just heard that one. Maya's family said her abrupt disappearance and lack of communication is uncharacteristic of her. It just ain't her. Mary Chris said that deep in her heart, she's hoping for the best. And these are in quotes after this. I don't want to lose that hope that she's still okay and that she is still with us, said Mary Chris. I know that there is a lot of possibilities and they can happen, but I don't want to think still in my heart that she is with us. I don't want to lose, and they're doing it in big quotes, so I'm just going to repeat it. I don't want to lose that hope that she is still okay and that she is with us. So, I mean, at this point, yeah, maybe earlier in January, you would be like, all right, she probably took a break from this situation. It's stressful. I don't want to do this. I need a break. But I don't think she would like distance herself from her family. But let's say she did. Now we're going way too far into the next month. This is over a month now. No. Yunu said, so that, sorry guys. I'm drinking my Clearly Canadian, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and act like I'm not human. So give me a second. I'm human. Yunu says, so, wait, hold on. I'm saying Mary Chris. Yunu says that might be the reason for him doing whatever he did, because he saw that she was, yes, him and taking the kids from him. Said like, oh, I'm gonna take the kids from you. I don't get that, like, just from her. But the divorce, yes. And how long they've been together and how controlling he was towards this end, and his background for other crimes, I can see him saying, look, if you ain't going to be with me, you're not going to be with nobody. It's just not happening. So, February 11th is we're starting here, and here's another news clip. Oh, wait, I know they're going to throw a commercial. Hold on. Let me just pause it in advance. There we go. So, I don't want to scroll down because then it's going to start all over the commercial. Yeah, you knew. You know, it's just like everything that he was doing, like he was doing a lot more than I'm even saying. I'm trying to recall everything because it was on the news like every day. But as I go, I'm like recalling different things like, whoa, he was doing this, he was doing that. It was even to the point where he was like, hold on.
Extending across county lines, Maya Millette's family has shifted their search to the Glamis Sand Dunes. It's about 150 miles east of San Diego. NBC7's Amber Frias spoke to Maya's sister this morning before the family headed out. Amber? Maya Millette's family is determined to check out every lead. The family says they took a trip down to Glamis New Year's Eve weekend, just a few days before she went missing, which was also the last time they got to spend some time with Millette. On this rainy, gloomy day, Maya Millette's family has packed up their bags and are headed up to Glamis Sand Dunes, one of the last places they shared with Millette. We were just there a few days before she disappeared. So we were there for the New Year's weekend. Millette's sister, Mary Chris, says the last time she saw her little sister was on Sunday, January 3rd, 4 days before she was reported missing. In an interview with NBC7's Mark Mullen, she shared what she remembered from the trip with Millette and her husband. The last time we were together with them, there were a lot of arguments between them during the trip, the camping trip. Mary Chris says the couple had been having marital problems over the past year. It's kind of uncomfortable about it too, but we were just praying and hoping that they'll be able to work it out. But we didn't see this coming. Millette was last seen by her husband on Thursday, January 7th. It has now been 5 weeks since her disappearance. Police have not named her husband as a suspect, but have said he stopped assisting in the investigation and has retained an attorney. We reached out to him and he responded by text, saying he was really thankful for the concern and search efforts by the community. For now, her sister continues to hold out hope as the search continues. This weekend in Glamis. The search is planned for tomorrow, and the family asks anyone that wants to join their effort to meet at the ranger station on Gecko Road. Reporting from Chula Vista, Amber Frias, NBC7. And the family has created a Facebook page to share information on their search efforts. You can find a link to it on our website at nbc7.com.
Okay, so guys, I'm actually going to put that in the... let me write myself a little note because I always forget stuff, y'all. I swear I'm like the most forgetful person. Like, you could tell me something and I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. 2 seconds later, you'll be like, were you going to go get me that glass of water? I was like, oh, okay. Hold on. I'll get you the water. So, all right, made myself a little note, y'all. All right, so we're going to continue down. Like, I think this is just because this is like one station. I haven't seen them like put any of the juicy stuff in. Like, I'm telling you guys little tidbits that aren't in here. They're not putting the juicy stuff in there. I don't know if it's just this station. I don't watch this station really. I mean, I don't watch NBC really. I watch news, like, but not that one. They're not turned up for me. You need to give me all the tea, not just, shape it up in. Anyway, so NBC's 7's anchor Mark Mullen spoke with Maya's sister and brother-in-law, Mary Chris and Richard, about the last time they saw Maya. We were actually out camping right there in Glamis Dunes, Imperial Valley, last New Year's. So January 3rd was the last time we seen her, said Mary Chris. Mary Chris said Mary Chris said it was tough to see her sister and Larry on that trip, knowing they had been having marital problems for the last year. So that answers your question. Okay, Etta B. Night. See you later. Thanks for showing your love. I already know. You show all the loves all the time. Love you. Night. Yeah. Wait, Etta, where are you at? What time zone are you in before you go to sleep? If you didn't already go to sleep. But I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna keep looking over there though. Let's see. Where were we at, y'all? Okay, yeah. It was hard to see them. It was tough to see them on the trip because they were having marital problems from the last year. They tried to work it out, she told NBC7. They did have, marriage counseling, and we did try to kind of help them out to work their relationship, but it's been off and on and off. Mary Chris said on the camping trip, they saw a lot of arguments between the Millettes. Milletes? I don't know how you would say that, but you guys get it. Let's see. Where am I? I just jumped. Okay. We felt sometimes uncomfortable. Hold on. We felt this is why it's hard to do stuff live, because when you're just doing a regular video, you can cut out all these shenanigans. But when you're doing live, it's like tongue twisters. Anyway, let's see where we at. We felt sometimes uncomfortable about it too, Mary Chris said. But, we were just praying and hoping that they would be able to work it out. We didn't see this coming, after that. The family told NBC7 they were expanding their search for Maya into Glimis, since that's a place she loved to go. The Glimis Dunes. She loves to go. And that's the last family trip that they took with the Milletes. In this interview with Maya's family, NBC7 learned more about who she was as a person and a mother. Which was, her kids they was looking nice. They all the time, like, and what I see in the pictures, they have that cute little, I don't want to say Brady Bunch because it's a lot, but like typical family. Their pictures were so cute. February 16th, 2021, NBC7 reached out to Chula Vista Police Department for any possible updates on Maya's case. Fox said at this point, there's no suspects in the disappearance of Maya. Anyway, Fox said Larry MILLETE was still not cooperating with the police, nor was he helping with the search parties. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you this. I don't know if they're going to say it, but he doesn't go to the search parties, but he sends his daughter to the search party. Why aren't you out there too? Why? You gonna send your daughter out, but you go look for mom? No. This is what I'm saying. Like, some people say, okay, if you talk too much, you're guilty. If you be quiet, you're guilty. If you just act like nothing's wrong, you're guilty. It's like, how do you pick and choose these people? But there's something about him. Larry, don't come. You know what? I'm not even going to say, because I don't want Larry to come for me. So I'm just going to, Larry, don't come for me. So I'm just saying what I'm reading. All right. I ain't going to say it, y'all. Okay. So February 28th, 2021. Maya's family and friends held 2 search parties in 2 parts of San Diego County. DeFera and Elfin, DeFera? Is that how you say that? I don't know. DeFera and Elfin Forest Recreational Center in DeSera. In DeSera, the groups assembled across. Wait a minute. I'm not reading this. Hold on. Like I said, I have not had these fixed since like, I don't know, like 2015, maybe 2015. So I'm like working with them. All right. Let me read this to myself, because when people talk in their own words and they like kind of quote stuff, people don't talk clearly. And so I'm trying to put what they're saying together. Okay, it says, Maya's family and friends held 2 search parties in different parts of San Diego, DeSera and Elfin Forest Recreational Reserve. In DeSera, the group stumbled across bones, and San Diego Sheriff's Department confirmed that they were animal bones. Boom! Shots fired. That's what it said. Right. Family, friends, and even volunteers who did not personally know Maya said they were determined to continue searching for their missing mother. Even if it took days, they would continue to pass. Even if the days continued to pass without answers, they still were going to be out there searching. And they had like, like when you go to like parks or rec centers and they have like those big, I don't know, what do you call it, a gazebo? Those the big gazebos with all the um, chairs underneath it. They have all that set up with people having like, and this is not through the police department. This is through just the community, Mary Chris, and the love of the community coming together. They had stations where they're giving out maps, look here, look there. I mean, so organized. It's just beautiful to see how everyone came together, or is still coming together, because they still, to this day, have searches every weekend, all the time. Her sister's not giving up. Brie Love says that's crazy. Yunu says signs of guilt. Yes. Tinky, hello, boo. Tinky, I sent you my information. I know that you reached out. Talk to me now. Let me know. So, yeah, get in touch with me. Let's continue to go down from there. And there's another video clip. But I know, hey, they're not going to trick me this time, guys. I know there's a commercial, so we can talk right now. So I'm going to put it on play, and I'm going to let the commercial go by. Told y'all. I learned my lesson now. So, let's see. Etta didn't even tell me. She didn't tell me what her time zone was. Tinky, what's your time zone? Where are you at, boo? Yeah, Tinky, drop me that right now. I'm going to look at it. Drop me that right now. Okay, here we go.
Joining us tonight, I'm Omari Fleming. Another weekend, another series of searches for a missing Chula Vista mother of 3. Maya MILLETE vanished January 7th after an argument with her husband, never to return. Her family has been looking for her ever since, but today's search was unlike any of the others. The search parties, including Maya's sister, stumbled across something disturbing: bone fragments and adhesive. San Diego Sheriff's investigators raced over only to discover the bones were animal remains. So for now, the search for Maya and some sense of closure for her family, it continues. NBC7's Allison Ash was with volunteers in the North County as they investigated.
Maya, or May MILLETE, is the heart and soul of her family, full of life and laughter, a person who was always around, always involved in family matters, especially where they concerned her 3 children.
She's not going to leave her kids. Not at all.
That's one of May's big sisters, who today is up early at Elfin Forest Recreational Reserve.
Toss both of them in there.
Keep a positive attitude.
We are hoping that she is still there somewhere. that we can find her.
Friends, family members, even total strangers have been combing these trails looking for any sort of clue that can solve the mystery of what happened to May.
I kind of want to show you what these trails. I wanted to show you guys what these trails look like. It's a small picture, so you guys may not, but literally, this is what they look like, and you probably can't really tell from here. Let me scoot it back a little bit. Okay, this looks better. So look, I hope it doesn't glare too much. These are how our trails look. Let me scoot it in. So literally, it's all brush, and there's like this side with wire, and the other side with wire. So you don't know who could be on the other side of those wires. And there's like no, like, okay, you can't go here, like you can't jog. Literally, it's like it's a narrow space for people to run this way and people to run the opposite way. But there's like you're in like a small area. Like if you needed to dart off, you're not gonna be able to dart off anywhere. That's just not happening. You're gonna get caught. So wait, hold on. Don't do that, Tink. I don't want everybody to harass you. Hold on. Hold on. So yeah, because I don't want that to be in the replay. So I'm gonna take it off. I got you, boo. Got you. Yeah, I don't want nobody harassing nobody. All right, let's continue.
These trails looking for any sort of clue that can solve the mystery of what happened to May. But they came up empty-handed, not just here, but at 3 other search locations across the county.
I saw this post on Facebook, and I offer all help.
He's with the Armadillo search team and says he'd want people to help if a member of his family was missing. And this man from Lemon Grove felt the same way.
If this happened to me, I'll be doing the same thing that they're doing every day, and it's really inspirational, honestly, the family and whatnot, how they're just out here and out here and out here and keep pushing.
Pushing forward, even though family members realize the chances of a happy outcome for May MILLETE are fading.
We want answers. We want to keep searching until we find something. Until we can't start closure if we don't know where she's at.
Until they get those answers, family members say they will keep searching. In Escondido, Allison Ash, NBC7.
And Chula Vista police say MILLETE's husband, Larry, is not a suspect, but that he is now refusing to help in either the investigation or the search.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to March. Hold on, let me make sure. Wait. Let me ask you before I even go through all this. Do you care that your email is in there? Or if you're cool with it, you can leave it up there. I'm not tripping. But if you don't want anybody to get it, then you know how to retract your own stuff. You got a wrench. So, but okay, well then that's cool. What's up, Nina boy? Hi. Thanks for joining us. Kelly in the building. All right. So we're going to go on to March. Wait, let me put my screen back on so I can see y'all too. Where's my thing? Give me a quick second, y'all. Uh-oh, too far. All right, so now we're going to go on to March 7th, 2021. So March 7th marked the exact 2 months since Maya vanished. Her family, alongside friends and volunteers, held a special walk and prayer for her at the park in Chula Vista. Although the days are turning into weeks and now months, they are still holding out hope. Will Maya be found? They vowed to keep searching for her so cases like this don't turn cold. Maya's sister, Mary Chris, told NBC7 that the investigators told her family they had finished completing all the results of January 23rd. Search warrants, January 23rd. Search warrant served at the MILLETE home said there's not a lot to go through, but the family hopes to learn soon. So let me show you a picture of what they find before I continue, because NBC is holding it short. They're not giving us all the tea. Let me show you what they find in this home. Where's it at? Let me see. Which one is it? I don't want to click it and then it's not it. See, I swear all these be popping up at the same time, like and I'm like, I didn't click that. I think they're gonna show it though. Let me see if I could just show the image, because they show an image of inside of his house, and I believe that was the grounds for them trying to get they found out there was a lot of guns in his house, guys. And so when they went to the house, that's what I'm trying to show you, what they found. Hold on, let me do this real quick so I can show you. Look, this is in his living room. This is when they pulled everything down from his house because they got, news that he had something going on in there. This is going to be from Channel 8. Let me show you. You guys ain't going to let me see it. Hold on. Now, y'all tell me what's going on in this picture. Wait. Ooh. I know my... Do you guys see that? Why do you have all of that? Who are you going to war with? Why do you have all that in the house with these little kids? That makes no sense to me. And then, you know what? They were trying to charge him with neglect because I believe he had a picture of, I don't know which kid it was, with like guns all around him. Like, why? Why? And if they don't say the other T in here, I'm just going to tell you guys, because they're leaving a lot of stuff out. And I don't know if that's what the news has to do, but a lot of news stations reported on it. So I don't know why they're leaving out so much. But okay, where do we stop at? Let me go down. So Fox said that Chula Vista police did not have any updates on the case, and detectives continue to actively investigate Maya's disappearance. Now there's another video, but they're pretty much the same. So I'm going to continue it down to April 5th, 2021. April 5th, nearly 3 months after the disappearance of Maya, Chula Vista Police Department Sheriff Roxanne Kennedy released a statement reassuring the public that Maya's case is not forgotten. Bring her home safely. Bring her home safely with her remains. Is our number one priority. At the press release from the department reads, like I told you, this is like a small department for this type of case. And being that it's like scanning over from Chula Vista, San Diego, past Lemon Grove and into Santee, Chula Vista's not that big, So you guys can look at the map of, Southern California. You can see what I'm saying. Let's see. Tiki says her husband's house. Yunu says that's crazy. Hey, Ja, how are you, boo? What's up? I ain't seen you since yesterday. No, I'm kidding. No, we've been really hanging out a lot, y'all. We've been really hanging out. So, okay, let me finish this up real quick. I don't think there's a real quick because there's a lot of this. There's a lot of like stuff they're not even saying either. But Okay. Kennedy said that Chula Vista Police Department oh, I already said that. Okay, I said that. The Chula Vista Police Department said it's working with the FBI and San Diego County District Attorney's Office on the case, and added that every resource available is being utilized. The police department warned against sharing misinformation about Maya's case on social media and said anyone with details on the case, even if it's the slightest detail, should be in direct contact with Chula Vista Police Department. And that phone number is 619-691-5151. Okay, here we go. There's another clip, but we're going to talk because they love to do us with these commercials. So yeah, like I said, they're not saying a lot, but they found information on Larry. And if you guys want to look deeper in that, Larry MILLETE is his name. Look at his juvenile history. Or younger.
With the district attorney's office and even the FBI, but have nothing new to announce. We decided to check in with Maya's family to see how they are trying to remain hopeful as they work with their own private detective to find answers. And they hope Maya. And our search continue whatever it takes. Family and friends have spent hours looking for Maya. And we'll continue doing that. We have a lot of supporters out there that they keep on telling us, we got your back. Her sister, Marie-Chris Drouillet, and her husband, Richard, have been hopeful that police would finally make a break in the case. That they are working on it. Her case is not going to go a cold case. That they are working on it. So, in a way, we are grateful for that. Within days of Maya going missing, the family contacted Billy Little, an attorney and former investigator for the Navy's Judge's Advocate General's office. You don't need to.
Okay, so you guys heard this guy. His name is Billy Little. If you look into the things he did, he was so slick with Larry. Larry didn't even know what hit him when he came through. He tried to say he represented himself as something else. I ain't gonna knock his asshole. He probably did represent himself as something else, but he sure did get access to your house. Sure did get access to look in that garage. Sure did get access to what they're not saying in here. To why the door had to be repaired, the wall had to be repaired. They're missing information. And I might have to make a video on just all the information they're leaving out, because those are details that matter. So let's continue to listen to this.
For my ego, I don't care. I'm just trying to help resolve the issue here.
Little started interviewing friends and neighbors long before police considered it an active missing persons case. Little says he turned everything he had over to police.
I was providing them everything that I had.
This week, Chula Vista Police stressed how closely they have been working the case, revealing they've conducted 47 interviews, written 12 search warrants, and followed up on 40 tips from the community. Maya's family says after she went missing, they heard rumors of tense, serious problems between Maya and her husband, Larry. One particular comment that her family says Maya made stood out. It was a statement that she made that we didn't really thought about it, like nothing unusual that kind of like alarmed us that, hey, something happened to me. It's going to be like, because it's only a couple days before she went missing. The Drouillets miss not only Maya, but also seeing her children, who've hardly mingled with the family since Maya went missing. So for us not to see them for this long, it's heartbreaking. Police say Maya's husband, Larry, stopped cooperating shortly after the investigation started, but they have not named him as a suspect, and he maintains he had nothing to do with her disappearance. Richard and Marie-Chris have a message for Larry.
Please come and help us find your wife, the woman that you loved, the woman that you protected, the woman you promised to protect and love. Yeah. For your kids' sake.
We are still family. We're still considered, as I said, I still love him. I still love you. You are so, the father of my nieces and nephew, and we'll never take away that from him. NBC7 reached out to husband Larry MILLETE again this morning, but we have not heard back. Chula Vista police tell NBC7 they understand the family's frustration, but they can't share any details that might compromise the investigation. Our family will have a special rally and prayer vigil for Maya in Chula Vista. Visit NBC7.com for more information.
All right. So if anybody wants to hop on panel, I threw the link in the not in the panel, in the chat. If you want to say anything, like, because this is gonna be a long one, guys. Because there's so much information to share, and like you guys, I don't want to go over 2 hours. I will definitely continue it. We can just start talking about, like, the tea and the juicy parts if you want, and then I will still continue to read their whole timeline so you guys can see how things went. But if you guys have any questions, if you guys have been following it, I've been following it as well. We can just get straight to some things, but I'll still continue to talk about it as well tomorrow. What's up, you in the building? What's up,
Hey,
Luke?
how's it going? How you guys? How everybody's doing?
So this far, what are you thinking?
Oh my God. When you told me that his name was the Larry guy, I actually looked it up and he is in court for the guns.
Yes, because he had a lot of stuff that was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And because he had his one of his kids like surrounded with the guns around him, taking pictures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Taking pictures. So
Yeah.
it's like, you didn't think you think that's okay? And why do you see how many guns it was?
That's a lot. That looks like a
Why
mess of
do you
guns.
need that many? And then who said they didn't hear what I heard earlier? Because I'm gonna spoil some stuff. You didn't hear what I heard in the background earlier?
No, I didn't.
Well, so let me see how much we have of the timeline before I give it all. Hold on, let me see. We got a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Yeah, so I'm going to do a separate video for her. But if you guys have any questions so far, I'm down with that. And you'll get more out of that because it's not going to be a video like this. It's going to be like my old videos where I record my video, put everything in, because I feel like she deserves something like that. And just not me sitting here talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let you hear what I heard in the background. And you tell me what you heard.
All right.
I gotta go to the unsealed records on. Got so much stuff open. I wonder if this one's gonna. No, that one's gonna take me to a commercial. Hold on. Don't you hate when you have like the tabs you want open and then like it does something? Like I didn't ask you to do that.
Right.
Stay on the page I told you to stay on until I get to you, and you want to just go act.
Right.
Well, let me see. I'm gonna just type it in.
Yeah, like earlier when I was on my live, I clicked the wrong tab when I was sharing the screen and it shared the wrong video. I was like, oh.
You're like, wait, what am I sharing?
I mean, it was going to be the next video, but that wasn't even the one I wanted to share. But I was like, whatever. It wasn't meant to show.
Hey, if it happens, it happens. When you're live, no one's perfect when you're live, right? We can't stop, cut, chop, edit. We can't.
Right. Exactly.
That's why I said I wanted to do a video for her of just her, because there's so much to put in there. Okay, but watch.
Exactly.
Let me see if they're going to give me a commercial. Okay, so listen. Wait, I'm going to turn mine up louder so you can try to hear what I'm hearing. Can I turn it up louder? Okay, there we go. So, hopefully it's not going to come right back with a commercial. Hold on.
Where can you find hope?
Hold a
Hope
second.
that will help
I
you
know it's going to do that to me. It started playing the actual news clip. Then it goes to that.
clearer audio of the camera's original recording, and it captures additional sounds. As David Gottfredson reports, a forensic audio expert says there's no doubt that what you hear are gunshots.
The new recording is a lot cleaner because it's an exact digital copy of the surveillance camera original.
We can't hear you, babe. Naomi. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. No. Okay. Okay. You're good now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you're froze. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Do it again.
Why is mine messed up?
There you go. There you go. So the only thing we heard was like 4 shots, and then your phone,
Can you hear
you got
me?
muted. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I'll go back. You can hear me, can't you?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh my God, I hate when people call me on the phone. It's like
I thought that's what happened because you looked up and then all of a
I
sudden it went
ignore your
mute.
call again. I ignore your call, you call again.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I see you calling. It's enough. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it real quick.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Let me see
Yes.
something.
Can you hear me?
Give me a second, guys. Hold on.
Hello?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me now?
I've been hearing you the whole time.
So why did you write I can't hear you?
Okay, so when I put on there I couldn't hear you, I couldn't hear you at the time. And then now I can hear you, but like the only thing we heard was like the 4 shots and your phone went out.
Okay, so I'll replay it.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. People don't understand when you hit the exit button and they know you're clearly cooking it, don't call back. I'm going to get to you in a second. But whatever.
Hearing the clearer audio of the camera's original reporting, and it captures additional sounds. As David Gottfredson reports, a forensic audio expert says there's no doubt that what you hear are gunshots.
The new recording is a lot cleaner because it's an exact digital copy of the surveillance camera original. Loud bangs ring out in the Chula Vista neighborhood around 10 p.m. on January 7th, the night Maya MILLETE went missing. The audio still has some background noise, but that can be removed.
It's just going to be a matter of plodding through it. It is not like you'd see on TV where somebody pushes a button and it just happens. It's manually going through it bit by bit.
Ryan Neumeister is CEO of USA Forensic in Phoenix, Arizona.
They are gunshots. I don't have a question about that. They do sound like they're indoors. At least the first few of them, I haven't analyzed them completely, but it definitely sounds like it's inside a house.
The audio expert received the recording over the weekend from an attorney working with the family of Maya MILLETE.
Just having done some of the gunshots, the way it peaks so quickly, and just the sound of our gun after doing 41 years of this, it's fairly easy to recognize.
It's going to take about a week for Neumeister to fully clean up the audio.
I'm going to be able to clarify, get rid of all the background noise, that sort of thing, and clarify what is there. If there's somebody like a human voice, I'll be able to spot that quite easily. Even if it's buried, I'll be able to bring it out.
News 8 did its own basic noise reduction on the clip and boosted the volume in the portion immediately following the first gunshot. It's hard to tell if the sound is animal or human, but here's what it sounds like. After Neumeister cleans it up, it will sound much better.
Something like this, I have to clean it up enough that there's no question about what's there. And
hold on. This is a more clear version than I heard. Like, I didn't hear that to where it sounded like the dog was yelping like it was hurt the first time. I heard the gunshots, but if you hear it, it's like, okay, you shoot. Mm-hmm. And at the time when I was following this case, before I was even on YouTube, when I was following it, I timed it. And if a person, you're supposed to be married to this person. I'm just speculating that this is what was happening. But you hear a shot. Then you hear a shot, a shot. Then you hear a shot, a shot, a shot. You go for a little bit while, and it's like another shot, another shot. So you had time in between this to be like, oh, what I'm doing is not right.
Right.
I was just like, you're putting this person through torture. I'm pretty sure. And wherever she is, like, wait till we get to, there's way more in this that we're not even up to yet.
That's crazy.
I mean, he got his family involved. I believe they know where her body is.
That's crazy.
So, how many are going on right now? Like 2, 3?
Not enough. Just kidding.
How many hours are we going? Yes, we're going on 2 hours. Where you at? You still in the building?
You don't hear me?
Oh, she went and fed her chihuahua probably.
No. Do you not hear me?
But yeah, so we're going to have to finish this up because I'm looking at this timeline, y'all, and there is so much
you guys hear me?
more we need to go over. And I played that little clip for you guys because
that's crazy.
I wasn't going to, but I want you guys to hear it. So when we start talking about it tomorrow, you'll see what I'm saying. And you can see how the spaces within between the gunshots, you'll see what I'm saying. And you can see how he was in a whole nother zone because she's 5'2", let me remind you, 105 pounds. What could she really do for you to have to shoot her that many times? If that's what was happening. If that was what was happening. I'm just saying. It's crazy. And tomorrow we're just going to have to go over the rest. So we'll go over the interviews with Maya's family, and we'll go from there, because I told you guys I don't like to go over 2 hours, because it's like when people are trying to catch the replay, they're like, yo, this is a lot of information at once. So with the information I've already given you guys, like, look up some stuff. We could talk about it tomorrow. We can, dig into it a little bit more, because right now there's nothing at all. So I don't know what's going on with my camera right now, but when people start to call me, everything starts to mess up. So did you guys hear anything that I just said? Because once people start to keep calling and calling and calling, it messes up the whole screen. If you heard everything I said about tomorrow, give me a 1. If you did not, give me a 2. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now you can. At first you couldn't hear me, but they could hear me.
You know why? Because people don't understand. I'm really going to just start blocking people from calling me. Because even though it's on, what is it called? Airplane mode and,
right.
What's the other one?
The airplane mode
Don't not
and do not
disturb.
disturb.
People still are able to call me. And it's like, you clearly know that I'm dismissing your call. So it like messes up everything. But tomorrow we're going to start from
The
what was the last
shots.
day we're at?
The
We're going to
shots
start from the
fired.
shots, and we're going to start, just to backtrack it up, we're going to start from April 5th and go down that. So guys, I'm still going to do a video on this, and I'm looking everywhere because I'm looking at multiple screens, but I'm definitely going to do a video on this with everything in depth. But just look at some things on your own so we can have a discussion tomorrow and talk about your theories and what you think really is going on, because still to this day no one has been charged. It's just kind of a mystery. So with that being said, make sure on your way out you guys hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell. Like I say in every video before this, I don't know my schedule that I'm going to have for school. So until then, I'm not going to have like a lockdown schedule with you guys. And so you guys want to know when I'm on, and I do little like 30-second videos of when I'm going to come on, either the day before or a few hours before, so people can know and hop in the building. Let's discuss it. Okay, so we'll go over that tomorrow. Love you guys.
Bye, sweetie. Bye.
Love.